This little building holds a big history and a big meaning for people who care about the future of historic Tybee Island, Georgia. The Post Theater was opened in 1932 as part of Fort Scriven, the old U.S. Army base here on the island.
Well, the Post Theater would have been an integral part of the entertainment for military personnel. Of course, we are on an island, so going back and forth for your entertainment into Savannah would have been problematic, if not difficult.
That was the entertainment we had, was a theater. That was the center of the entertainment world at Tybee.
But soldiers weren't the only folks in the regular audience at the theater.
It was a great little theater, and I remember going there quite often. I could walk. Our house was only about 3 blocks away, and so it was convenient. There were quite a few cowboy movies that I really enjoyed, but then there was one, a Howard Hughes movie called The Outlaw, that featured Jane Russell. And she was as scantily dressed as I have ever seen anybody at that time on screen. And I do remember I saw that movie twice. I sat through it twice.
The theater, dating back to 1930, purportedly was the first movie theater in Georgia to use sound. So from that standpoint alone, it was very historic.
In 1946, after World War II ended, the military sold the Post Theater to civilians, who renamed it the Savannah Beach Theater and continue to show films as well as host community events.
It was the Savannah Beach Theater, and we went to movies there. I remember one particular one was the Preacher from the Black Lagoon, not only because it was a scary movie, but because my brothers and my older cousins scared us to death on the way home from the movie. So it kind of stuck in my brain a lot.
But by the early 1960s, new bridges made it easier for folks to leave the island and visit newer, bigger movie theaters on the mainland. The Tybee Beach Theater shut its doors for the last time.
So basically...
But now, those doors are opening again, as a massive renovation and restoration project is underway. In 2001, the Tybee Island Historical Society purchased the theater from developers who planned to demolish it. Later that year, with help from supporters on Tybee City Council and others, the Friends of Tybee Theater incorporated as a nonprofit organization.
Actually, people at the very beginning were calling and saying, what can I do? How can I volunteer? I want to be part of this.
You see that a lot around Tybee, where the people who have lived here for a very, very long time rally together with the people who have, more recently moved here to protect something that's, a symbol of Tybee.
The City Hall was filled with people at every meeting to talk about what we can do with the Tybee Theater.
They were able to purchase the theater in 2006, and in 2008, they used $350,000 in special purpose local sales taxes to refurbish the walls and install a new roof. What the group found when the restoration work began was a structure worthy of the important role it played for so many years.
The structure itself was so well built that it enabled us to save a lot of money by reusing and repurposing much of the original material. We're able to save over 75% of the original roof system, which really cut costs at that important phase of the project.
In 2008, when the Friends of Tybee Theater were tagged as the recipients of $30,000 in funds from the sale of special historic preservation license plates to restore the building's facade, the community began to see all of its hard work paying off in a very obvious way.
We have raised and spent over $900,000 on the purchase and the restoration so far of the building.
Throughout the process, the Friends of the Tybee Theater made the community part of the work, with numerous fundraising events and opportunities to volunteer.
What to some is just a derelict building, to others has great potential. And I think now that we have gotten a new roof, a new front door, a welcoming face to the building, everyone in the community can see the potential.
There's a tremendous amount of talent out there in this world, and people looking to perform live.
The potential is great for a community center, a home for the performing arts on Tybee, a place for families. There is real momentum, But the need for more funds and more community involvement continues.
We now need to finish it. We need another $800,000 to complete the interior restoration of the building. How can you help? The easiest way is to become a member. You can also buy a brick or a star. You can purchase a theater seat. You can attend our fundraisers, and you can volunteer. All these things will help us do the final phases, because once this theater opens, once the doors open, the doors are going to stay open. We need everyone to be a part of this because it's going to benefit all of us.
With the help of people like you, the Tybee Post Theater can once more be a place where history is made.